What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about a huge mistake that I made that I do not want you guys to make as well. This whole thing with the strategy cards is really kind of annoying in a lot of aspects, but you got to understand what they were trying to do. Pretty much when you were able to add speed to the entire team by using sprinter and brawler, it made some of the positions like kind of unfair. You know, like with the, for instance, the tight end. Not being able to give the tight end speed while the wide receivers can get speed, it kind of benefits EA Sports from having the complaints of a guy that's just super fast with the tight end for no reason, like last year, Calvin Johnson, all these other guys that came out late, Darren Waller, that boost of speed is huge. Now remember, you can still also get that with the theme team, but you're not getting it usually with the boost from the strategy cards. So what I did was, with this in the zone strategy card, there are different variations of it, and that's why I love my chat so much, because you guys know exactly what's happening. Even if you're new to the channel, we try to make sure that we bounce stuff off each other. We want to experience it, for ourselves, not with what other people post. So when you guys come through with the GmiasWorld, stream or video, we're doing it together. So even if you get your feedback from other places or whatever and you help out, it's fine. But a lot of us thought that you could stack the actual identical card, but you can't. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bring it up on a bigger screen and explain to you guys what's happening. Pretty much right now, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get another, rare strategy card, and then we're gonna have to create another fantasy pack. But let me show you guys what's happening with it, just to give you guys some insight, because a lot of the things that people explain, it's not thoroughly explained. So I try to make sure that I go thorough with it so you guys understand. These two, rare strategy cards are identically the same. Now, there are different versions to it, and it changes up. Like the tackle becomes acceleration instead of, it's like different versions of it. If you get the same exact card, if you pull the same exact card, it will be useless if you try to stack them. EA does not allow it to be stacked. So you can still get the +2 speed, it just has to be a different variation. Now, because there's so many rare cards, when you do the fantasy pack, there is no guarantee that you're gonna get what you want. So you have to be very careful with the way that you do it, because I thought that when I did my fantasy pack and I saw this one, I was like, yeah, let's go, hells yeah, dude. I was going crazy. And then, some of the people in the chat didn't know, some knew or whatever, but we figured it out. Ultimately, we figured it out. So we can't stack them, but I want you guys to understand. Some of you guys are like, yo, why don't you quick sell it for 50,000 coins? Because that doesn't make any sense. Because for one more rare, we can try it again and get another fantasy pack and possibly pull what we want. So the biggest thing that you can do right now, like I said, is you're gonna pretty much look at the strategy cards that you have. If you have the rare ones, you're gonna take a look at it and kind of, see what I'm saying. If they are exactly alike, then they cannot stack. So you're gonna have to go and create another rare one, and then you're gonna use the set, and then hopefully EA Sports gives you, well, I don't wanna use hope. EA Sports may give you the card that you need. Now, you don't need in the zone. You could have the island one with the man coverage and the speed. All you need is the speed, because what happens is the game is broken right now with zone coverage. So although you will get the man one, the speed will be what you really want. Don't really pay attention to the version of the island one with the speed and the man coverage. There are also other zone versions, again, that add more zone, but I just want to make sure that I'm very clear with it. Don't quick sell it. Because remember, it's 5,000 coins per common strategy card. So when you do that, you're only getting 10. You're gonna get 10 strategy cards, but you need 8 to get one uncommon. So let me go ahead and break that down to you again, right? If you go over to the strategy item exchange and you look at the top, it takes 8 of the common ones to create an uncommon one, but you only get 10. 10, pretty much 10 times the 5,000 is gonna be 50,000. So you'd only be getting enough to make one of these uncommon strategy cards. But then you need 5 uncommon ones to make a rare one. So quick selling it doesn't make any sense unless you have everything you want and you can't, at this time right now, you can't auction it. There are rumors saying that EA may allow you to auction it. I don't know if that's true. We have to wait to see it with EA. But if you already have 2 for offense, 2 for defense, and then you pull one, then I can understand quick selling it. I just don't want you guys to quick sell it, then you ultimately end up being able to, auction it, because it's going to auction for a lot more than 100K. 2 times the 50K quick sell value. It's going to auction for a lot, because nobody wants to go through all of this and pulling this and pulling that. Nobody wants to do it. So we've already made one of the uncommon so far. I think we actually pulled it. from playing, just playing head-to-head games. So now we got to make 4 more of these. So currently, with the way that everything is set up, I don't really have any of them. So I have to now go and do this whole process over again. And then after I do that, I'm going to go back down to the bottom, and we're going to take a chance again at the rare strategy items. Now just remember, just because it's 2 of them there, one of them is one that I already have in my lineup that I'm obviously keeping, and the other one is an exact duplicate that doesn't stack. So that's why it shows 2 there. Now you would have to go into the store and you would have to get glitchy. And that's pretty much, could I have taken another one? There wasn't another one in my fantasy pack with speed, because I know some of you guys are going to ask that. I just want to make sure that it's very, very clear that, they cannot be exactly the same. Because many people were telling me that you could stack them. Many of my viewers like, yo, you could stack them, and then I tried to stack them. They're like, no, you can't stack them. So just to be very, very clear, in case you were having some concerns with it, this should help to alleviate that pressure, because I already just I'm totally screwed right now. So I gotta go back and I gotta do this and keep doing it, keep making the whoa, EA. No, I ain't buying that. We gotta keep making the common ones, make the uncommon, then make a rare. The chances of us pulling a rare one, very, very low. I've seen people do it. You can get lucky doing this, but again, it's sort of like, remember the training variety pack for Madden 21? It's like that. You could get lucky, but the chances of EA giving us rare cards right now, this early in the game, when they can easily make us pay for it, it's kind of, it's like a low chance of doing it, but this is what you're going to have to do. And then this is where it gets really wild and ridiculous. I don't really have a lot of coins, obviously, and I don't want to buy a bundle, right? So this is what happens. I have to now figure out who I can sacrifice on my team. Like, who can I get rid of right now that I'm really not gonna miss? And one of those players is Jalen Ramsey, right? So I have 3 of them, but right now it's getting to the point where, because I'm trying to wait for him, the season has to start, and then all the stuff will get changed up. People are gonna start spending more money for the cards. He may turn out to be somebody that goes into a themed diamond that we can sell later for a lot of coins. So that's why I don't really want to do anything with it. So the position that I'm in right now is really, really bad, because I want to get that speed, and it's so important and it's so ridiculous in the game, and they've made it so hard to do it that it's gonna be definitely a grind. It's gonna absolutely be a grind. I don't want you guys to think like, yo, you're just gonna run through it. It's gonna be no. It ain't gonna work like that. But when you do get it, when you absolutely do get it now, and you see what it does, for instance, right? When I get the next rare one, and some of you guys are like, yo, Gmia, do a Rams theme team. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. He would, if I go Rams theme team 50 of 50, he's gonna jump up to 90 speed with the other strategy card. So would Jalen Ramsey be an absolute monster with 90 speed? He probably would. You know what I'm saying? And then we have Aaron Donald. You have, I think Deshaun Jackson is there too. So there's a lot of different things that you can do right now with a Rams theme team, but I don't want a Rams theme team. So it's like, yo, bro, I got to make a decision, but I also got to be patient, because like I said, I have 3 of his cards, and just on time, they're going to do the theme diamonds. And I'm telling you right now, theme diamonds, team diamonds, whatever it's going to be, you're going to have some of these cards. And then what's going to happen is you will get back the card as a nat for the one you got to use, but we have 3 of them. Now for everybody else that's trying to buy the top level cards for the sets, you're going to spend now. Now you're going to spend, because it's going to make it that easy to get any theme team in the game. Once they add another way for you to get, the ×2, ×3 of the team chemistry. For those of you guys that are confused, like, yo, what is he talking about, theme diamonds? You don't have to worry about anything. All you got to do, turn on your alerts. Because as soon as it happens, I'm going to show you what's going on with team building, so you're not going to really have that much of an issue. As far as Deion Sanders goes, he's a monster, dude. I know he's garbage because he doesn't press, but you don't often beat him deep, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a regular thing. Even when you have him beat, he gets a very, very vicious speed burst, and the game just cheats, and he's just right there. So there's a lot of bugs in the game, again, that you may be experiencing, but you still need to go out there and grab the cards and grab the strategy cards and all that stuff that makes sense to boost your team, because if you don't, you're going to be getting dominated. And that's just the point blank period, end of story. I don't know what's going to happen when they actually do patch the game, but I am scared, officially, just so you guys know that. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching, Hopefully this helps someone that's trying to figure out the strategy card situation. As always, the chat is very, very helpful. The comment section, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Help somebody out and let them get better at Madden 22 Ultimate Team. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.